morning experts. And it is now time. It is now time for our master class of the day. And to help us with that is not just anybody. I'm here to tell you, he's an international trainer, a global social media influencer via YouTube channels. Eric, that's with a ERINK. And then also Eric and Dr. Mary, that's MERI. Now, with that being said, let me tell you, he comes to us with over 40 years of experience. He is that six-figure ring earner, a member of the ELC, that is Executive Leadership Council, and he's also the first shareholder in the US of A. We're talking about the man known as everybody's coach. And that is Erik Robinson.
Woo! Thank you, Troy, for that amazing introduction. Oh, yes, sir. Thank you for that amazing introduction. Can you hear me today?
Yes, sir.
Woo! The block is hot. And y'all, we're going to keep it popping. Today, I wanted to do a Q&A. Have you ever thought, every now and then, you got to get your questions answered, right? Sometimes I can share some information. Sometimes I can pour in some things. But sometimes you need to get what you need to get. Are y'all with me? Have you ever thought about, if I need to get the answer, then where do I go? So here's your chance today. I'm going to Q&A, and I'm going to keep it real and keep it 100. I'm going to keep it a buck as best I can. You know, I think I'm qualified I'm going to talk about building your team, building your business. You know, I'm not saying I'm the best that's ever done it. I've built teams and downlines of 20,000 or multiple companies. Most people, I can't say that. Some can. Some have built way bigger organizations than I have. But I've been able to build a business and a sustainable income in this direct sales, in the direct sales industry over the last 15 years, right? Have I become a multimillionaire? No, right? But I've helped a lot of people make a lot of money. So today I want to ask your questions. You can do it two ways. You can put it in the chat, or you can simply raise your hand. And you know, one time I told Dr. Mary, I did a call. I said, hey, y'all, talk about anything. I'm ready. Bring it. And she shut me down. I said, anything, relationships. So I'm going to go team building and even relationships. I'm going to do something a little different. Team building, even relationships. I think I know a thing or two about relationships. I done slept on enough couches that I can talk relationships and family. Family, relationships, and business. That's what we're going to talk about today. Family, fun, and business. First hand up, I saw Uncle Jock. Uncle Jock, talk to me, sir.
Hold on, can you not hear me? I'm on a choppy road that normally is choppy.
Well, we're going to go to Dr. Mark, and we'll come back to you, Uncle Jock. Dr. Mark, the financial prophet, PROFIT. Talk to me, sir. What's your question?
Good morning, Coach.
For me today?
Good morning, Coach. I got a question this morning. I need some assistance with something's bothering me this morning. I'm hearing so many stories of people losing their jobs at McDonald's, Burger King, or wherever. Unfortunate situations, the job economy, economy where it is. I want to reach those people on social media to teach them how to be an entrepreneur, to give them an opportunity like we have here at 𝗱cie. So I've been trying to reach out to, I've been reaching out to some of these news articles, to reach this population. Coach, what do I need to do to reach these people? If you saw the news lately, some girl lost her job at Burger King because she had to cover like 3 shifts. So she lost her job because she was trying to do the right thing. I want to reach her directly. How can I do that creatively? How to reach her and give her a business opportunity to change her life? Coach, I need help with that.
Okay, Dr. Mark, this is a good one. This is right up my alley. There's 2 parts to that answer, okay? 2 parts to that answer. One, I commend you for wanting to help improve the job market, okay? If that's what you want to do, really help people from economic development, right? In terms of improving the job market, there's a couple of places, resources you can go. You can go make yourself a resource to some of the unemployment offices, right? So that's one. I'm gonna reach out to my local unemployment offices and make myself a resource for them. And you might find that you could possibly even get different types of grant funding for helping improve the employment in your local area, okay? So That's one. I'll be resource. The other thing you said, social media. Let's talk about though the girl from Burger King. Now, our industry, financial services, requires you to get a license, right? Sometimes people with that mentality, building a business, entrepreneurship is a mindset. The people who succeed at entrepreneur, it's a mindset. Not saying you can't take the girl from Burger King, but what I'm telling you is you're going to have to be able to change the girl from Burger King's mindset. It's not just reaching her, it's not reaching her physically, you got to reach her mentally. Okay. And you got to be prepared for that. Now, you, Dr. Mark, you're a minister. So reaching people spiritually and mentally, that's something you're capable of doing. So I'm talking to you, but to the masses, understand something. Are you capable? If you're in and out and you're like, I'm trying to feed this work, let me go grab a whole bunch of people at McDonald's, and most of them are going to party quick because they're thinking with a job mentality, that may take you out the game. As Brother Nicole says, you recruit 5, but 6 quit because now they take you out the game. So that's one thing you got to be mindful of that person, right? The third component of it, you say, I want to reach them on social media. How I go about reaching them on social media? Well, come to Inside the Studio Training. If y'all haven't been there, come to Inside the Studio Training, and we're going to teach you how to build your business. It's going down tonight. Today's the last day to register. If you haven't registered, it's $105. I'm telling you, get it. Best $105 you're going to ever spend. We're going to teach you how to become that social media influencer, teach you how to build your brand. How now, you are now Dr. Mark, the financial prophet. How do you now get that word out, get that message out? Well, I'm going to give y'all something. Facebook has a little thing. You create a Facebook business page, or your regular page, it's called boosting, right? Facebook, even on you have a Facebook business page now, you can do advertising. And I like the business page, even with the professional page. One, turn your Facebook account into a professional account, okay? That's the first tip. Make sure your personal page is a professional page because it gives you now analytics. It starts to give you the data. But you can now go on Facebook, and they've got it now that you can run your own ads. And they even got the AI ad support. So I still have a marketing company. And, we was paying a third party with our platform and to help us use their plugin with our system. And then my agent who works for me, he's like, Eric, Mr. Robinson, he always called me. He said, Sir Eric, you don't have to pay that third party no more because Facebook has it already built in. They got their ad campaign built in. So if you get a Facebook business page, you can run ads. And it'll even has the AI technology to help you create the ad. Now, you have to pay for the ad. Uncle Jock talked earlier about buying leads. Well, guess what you can do, Dr. Mark? You don't have to go buy somebody's leads. You can go buy your own leads. The company that you buy leads from, I'm not knocking which way to go. I'm telling you, you got to be willing to invest in your business, okay? So invest in your business. That's, I think, what Kamal said earlier. You can take some money, invest into your business, and now you make your video. You say what you got to say. Video is more attractive, y'all, than regular print. You make your video. Now you put that video, you put it on your Facebook page, right? Now, it can be you, or I shared with y'all, Erica talked about you can go to Canva, you can make a video inside of Canva, right? Create some slides, make a video, do a voiceover, never show your face if you don't want to. Or you got Google now there's so many video platforms out there, and I'm just throwing some things out there. You got Canva, you got Google Video now. If you got a paid Google account, you got access to Google Video, and you can make a short video right there inside the video. Boom, boom, done. Sign, still, deliver. Here, baby, I'm yours. Put that video in Facebook, and now you pay to advertise. See, here's the thing, and I'm just going to share it with you. We had, like I said, we had a marketing company. We've had some of y'all have been part of our marketing agency, and this is one of the things I've always found. People will come, Eric, I'm not getting the results I want, and I'll talk to and I have a guy who runs it, so don't come to me. I'm not that guy. I got a guy who does it, right? I got somebody I pay full-time staff that does that. Notice I pay him to do that, okay? And so he said, he said, Eric, they're coming back to me, and they complain. So how much are they spending? Well, they spend like $75, $50. Then they're thinking that's some money. Y'all, let me let y'all know. Even the program Uncle Jock talked about, they're like, if you ain't spending $600 a week, don't even, if you can't afford $400 to $600 a week, don't even come to us. And they're like, this ain't, that's why they started as exclusive. So just so y'all know, I don't want nobody being confused and start bombarding. We ain't looking for no new people. They're not looking for no new people. Are y'all with me? So the whole thing was like, if people aren't at that level full time and ready to spend $400 to $600, don't come. This ain't the program for you. So what am I saying to you? And that's a week. What am I saying to you? You could do it yourself, Dr. Mark, but then be willing to invest the money. Are y'all with me? See, most people don't want to invest the money. What we think when we get into this industry, the money that we think to invest is minimum. You know, my daughter went to a college class at Brown's for a 2-week class. I had to pay $5,000 for her to go to go for a 2-week overnight class for Brown. And it was just a certificate. And we still ain't got the certificate yet. No college credit, no nothing. We'll spend $40,000, $60,000 a year on education like it ain't nothing. Now comes time to invest in your business. $100 is like, oh my goodness, $100. And then you go out to eat and spend $200 wherever you're going, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Look at your Starbucks account, and you just spend, man, $10 a day. So that's $300 a month in Starbucks. But in your business, you won't invest. So Dr. Mark, if I'm you, I'm gonna go to Facebook. I'm gonna click on the little thing that says, hey, you know, make an advertisement. And I'm not here to try to promote and tell you which way to go, but that's what you can do, right? You go to Facebook, click on make an advertisement, and then when you go run an advertisement, it'll on your page. I'm trying to see something here. I'm just quickly, easily show y'all something really quickly. Let me see something here real quick. Hold on. Ads, and I'm looking on my things here. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna share something, Doctor. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Is that okay?
Yes, appreciate it.
Because I'm gonna make sure some of y'all get this and show y'all how easy and simple it is. And then this account right here, I'm not asking anymore because I got hacked, but I can get y'all to that point. Let me know when y'all can see my page, your screen.
I can see it. We can see
you see my screen? I simply went to my Facebook account and I clicked on my backtrack. I clicked on my Facebook account and I clicked on my pages, right? I went to pages because that's one of my business pages. And I got a couple of different business pages that I run. So I clicked on Erik and Dr. Mary's business page, right? Then over to the right, it says Ad Center. Click on Ad Center. And it says right here, create an ad, right? Not allowed out to advertise promote because it's restricted from advertisement. So I can't do it from this account. I got to do it from my other account. But that's what I would do because they blocked me from my ads on this one. But let me see, there was no previous ads here. But you just simply do that. It's just that simple. And I don't think I'm able to run ads on any of my pages real quick here. Let me see. Simply, I think everything I got is blocked from my Facebook account. But I got a separate account that I would use to run that Ad Center. Create an ad. It's probably going to, it's not going to allow me. It's not going to allow me when I'm logged into this site. But if I have other Facebook account, I can run an ad. Just hit that, create an ad. It asks you all the questions, and you go step by step by step. Upload your video, upload anything you want. Boom, boom, boom. Say what you want to say. It'll even create images for you. You can put the text, and the AI will create the whole ad for you, and then you got to go put it out. So I would say don't just use the Facebook AI. Create your own thing, put it up there, and then put it out there. And then it's going to ask you who you want to target. And that's where the difference comes in. It's going to start asking you, who do you want to target? Yeah. And you start getting good at the targeting. That's what the top people who know advertising with Facebook, they start to know who to target. So if it's me, I would go to Chat, Gemini, one of them, and say, help me target people in this category. What categories should I choose if I wanted to target that? If I wanted to create a Facebook ad, make for, say, helping people, attracting people for this. What's the targets I should do? And they'll probably give you all the list. Boom, boom, boom. Target this, 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 this. And all you do is click radio buttons. You know, target people who like this interest. Target people who live in this demographic. Target people who live here. Target people who live this. Boom, boom, boom. Bam. Pay your money. And they actually bill you. You don't have to pay your money up front. They will bill you. Hey, they'll say, how much you want to spend a day? I want to spend, if I know I got $300 to spend this week, I might say, I want that ad to run 300 divided by 5. I might spend $50 a day, whatever that number is, you know, $60 a day. So I'm spending $60 a day and I'm gonna run it for 5 days and let the ad run. And then start letting you know. And in the ad, you're gonna have people to call to action. Hey, fill out this form. And that form comes to you. And now you got their contact. And now you got to do what you're supposed to do is call the lead. You just generated a lead. Now you got to go back and call the leads. That's what the lead companies do. They do the same thing. They're just better at knowing what ads to run. They've mastered the ad, and then they go run the ad. Now that ad could cost you $4 or $5 a lead, $3 or $4 a lead. They're going to sell it to you for $20, $30, $40, $50 a lead. That's just what they do, right? I'm not mad at them. That's just how they, that's the business. Are y'all with me? You can run that same ad and generate the same leads. So I'm just letting y'all know that part. Now, if you got somebody who's already know how to do it and already done it, then pay somebody. I'm not afraid of paying anybody. So Dr. Mark, hope that answered your question.
Yeah, it did, Coach, because I was from the reverse side of this. I was going to share this quickly with you. How they advertise what you start when you start picking content on your phone that you enjoy listening to or watching. The Business Insider is actually focusing on people who have money that they need to do 401ks and protect their wealth. So they're putting out a lot of articles, almost like a recruiting tool to get advertised with people who need jobs or how to protect their money. So the information is there. Now it's for finding a way to recruit that individual without being, be professional. But I've been targeting that article writer to say, hey, this is what I do. You
can do that.
Can I get
That's another way. Target the article writer. Now here's another thing though. Go to groups. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna go to the next question. When y'all building y'all business, you need to build your business. I'm telling y'all, here's the thing. I want y'all to catch this, please. And I'm not knocking anybody. Entrepreneurship is a greed-based business, not a need-based business. I'm gonna say that again. Entrepreneurship is a need-based business. Is a greed-based business, not a need-based business. Entrepreneurs who succeed are they're okay with the greed. They're okay getting more. The ones who succeed are okay getting more. The ones who don't succeed are, I don't need that much. It's not a need. I don't need this. I don't need that. You're going to have a hard time. That's the person who's going to typically keep the job. And I'm not knocking the job, but you're talking about, I want to build a business. You got to make sure you're building a business with people who are greedy, not just needy, because you will find yourself struggling. If you look at, and this is something one of my mentors told me a long time, he said, Eric, man, listen, if you look at all the top people in this network marketing company we was in, he said, you look at all the top leaders, all of them were already pretty much okay financially, and they are college educated, go-getters, and sharp.
Yes.
That's who they are. They wasn't the ones, you with me? Every now and then you get the burger flipper, the fry guy who makes his way through, because that's a pit stop for them. But that ain't their career. You with me? So when you start looking at the people who are doing something, you want to build your business fast, go get the Dr. Mark. He ain't Dropout Mark. He's Dr. Mark. Mo Money Mo, the insurance and tax pro. She was an accountant, insurance and tax pro. There is no doubt in my mind why y'all are succeeding. Are y'all hearing me? So if you are here and you think you're an 8 and you start recruiting people who are at the mental financial status of a 1 and you're 8, well, guess what that 1 is going to get? They're going to start getting some zeros, and you're going to have a whole team of nobody, zeros. And I'm not knocking anybody financial profession. Please don't come for me on this one. I'm just saying they may not have the entrepreneur mindset.
I follow you, Coach. Yeah, I got it.
You follow me? So
yes.
I wouldn't target the people who got laid off of Burger King. I'm talking to people who got laid off of IBM, Xerox, the people who got, you know what I mean? Who was at Ford, who got laid off at the factory, right? These are the people, I'm talking to people who recently retired, who just left UPS, left the government, who got laid off as a teacher. You know what I mean? Some of these government workers.
Yeah.
These GS-17, GS-15, GS-45s. I'm looking at those people who was already making 6 figures. Now they're not making it anymore.
Right.
They're trying to get back to that 6-figure plus. But you look at somebody who's used to making $15,000, $18,000, $20,000 a year, say, man, I'm gonna show you how to make 6 figures. It's beyond their belief, and they're gonna like, okay, and they will wear you out. They will wear you out.
Hey, Eric,
Yes,
if
sir.
you,
Got
if
it.
you, here's the thing,
Got it.
y'all got to be
Thank you.
careful prospecting people that's struggling, because what's going to happen, you're going to get a rack of people on the struggle bus. And guess, now imagine you with 20 people on the struggle bus. You're going to be pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. And it's going, like Eric said, it's going to wear you out. So you got to identify folks with transferable skills that have talent that can work over here. You don't
Yeah,
need you don't need cousin Joe that just got laid off. You don't need little Becky, and you need folks that have some talent that you can tap into. Because the
absolutely.
mindset, if the mind ain't there, bruh, it's gonna be all up. Imagine pulling your weight and more weight uphill.
Woo, I'm telling you, I love it, man. When I train sometimes I didn't train last night because we got a bunch of leaders, right? I love it. Understand something. It's okay to get somebody who's in a struggle, but be careful of getting somebody who is a struggle.
Yes, big difference.
All right. They may be in a struggle. Some of y'all may be in a struggle right now, but you are not the struggle. There's a
Yes,
difference, Dr. Mo. Be
yes.
careful of that. Mo Money Mo, the Insurance and Tax Pro. Uncle Job, we're going to come back to you right after that. Talk to me, Mo Money Mo, the Insurance and Tax Pro.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It kind of flows into what you were talking about, but more specific. So I'm Mo Money Mo, the insurance and tax.
Mm-hmm.
So do you recommend that I focus or on a specific niche with life insurance, or should I stay broad while I'm building? And when I say that, because I tend to focus on businesses, churches, and veterans. But would you suggest that, or
Let me
what do
ask
you?
you a question. Is the market you focusing on big enough to serve the goal you're trying to accomplish?
I think so, but it would have to be reached though. So you have to get your
Yeah.
foot in
So
first.
that's first thing I'm gonna ask. Is the market I'm targeting big enough to accomplish the goal I want to get? Is there enough businesses? Are there enough churches? And are there enough veterans to accomplish the goal that I'm looking for? And is there need in that group? So I'm doing my market analysis. Is there need for businesses? Is there need for veterans? Is there need for churches, right? So if there's a need and the market is big enough, then I'm good, right? It's like daycare centers. Daycare centers are typically a successful daycare can run with kids under 5 years old, from infant to 5 years old. They're not trying to recruit somebody who's in third, fourth, fifth grade, right? Because that's the elementary school. So they're like, hey, there's enough kids from birth to 4 years old, 5 years old. It's enough of them in this area. Now, am I in the right area? Now that we've established that, now how do I get those people? That's the next step. How do I
Mhm.
get those people? My mentor said, Eric, you don't got to go find more people. You got to make yourself more findable to more people. If they are looking, will they come after you? If they're looking for, if I'm a church looking for somebody to help me with my finance, will you come up? If I'm a veteran looking, will you come up? Well, where do you make yourself more findable to churches? Maybe I need to be on some church podcasts, right? So remember, that's what inside the studio we talk and teach you how to get on other podcasts. Maybe I start a church podcast, a podcast talking about how I help veterans, how I help
Mm.
business owners, right? So I'm gonna start that podcast. So if I'm a veteran, I'm a business owner, I'm somebody in the church, I'm going to look at that because that's interesting to me, right? I watch podcasts and things that are interested to me. Make sense?
Yes.
So now you got your market. Now you got to figure out, just go get it. And that's where most people get stuck at, Mo. They get stuck at first. Eric, where do I go? Who should what's my market? And they get stuck there. Now they get their market. I know what I'm going to do, but now they stuck there. Has anybody ever been stuck there? Like, okay, Eric, I know what I want, but I ain't got nobody coming. I ain't got
Right.
no peoples. I ain't got no bodies. And then we don't have no peoples and no bodies. Then you ask me, you got to go do what? I'm going to go invest and purchase some leads, which is not a bad thing, but I'm going to make the investment, right? To
Yes.
help get somebody to help me bring some peoples and some bodies. See, we gave y'all the magic 3 word, the magic 5 words. If you go apply those magic 5 words all over, you will have more leads than you can shake your stick at. But here's the problem. Most people will not go apply the 5 words. And that's okay. See, I can go to Track Auto, Advanced Auto, and buy me an oil filter and buy me a can of oils, some oils, and go out there and get into my car and change my oil. I can go get everything I need to change my oil right there, Track Auto, Advanced Auto Parts, whatever, right? But I take my car to the dealership. Why? Because I don't feel like getting under the car and are you with me? I can go to the grocery store and buy steak and buy me they got French fries, they got the grease, I can buy some healthy, good stuff. But sometimes I don't feel like going to do that. So I go to the restaurant, I go to Outback or whatever, or Texas Roadhouse, whatever you want to go, Root Chris, and let somebody else do the cooking for me. I'm going to pay a premium for that, right? Because that frees me up from that activity. Are y'all catching me? So that's when you look at leads, that's what it does. It's freeing you up from the activity for having to go out there and acquire the leads because they're doing what you could do. Just keep that in mind.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. People will often go spend the money for somebody to do something that they won't be willing to spend the money to do themselves. And a lot of times it's not, and that's what y'all don't want you to get that when you talk about leads. Like, if you're not willing to do it for yourself, right? You got to have that mindset that this is an investment I'm going to do for my business. Are you catching me, y'all? Like, you got to change the mindset. Inside the studio is an investment into you. Some people say, well, Eric, I'm going to watch a whole bunch on YouTube. Why I got to show up for the inside the studio? Why I got to register for that? Why I got to come to the events? They ain't changed the mindset. But see, most of y'all have already been there, gone there. So go to 120 agency plan and register. 120 agency plan is going down tonight. If you haven't registered for inside the studio, even if you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome to come. 105, 2 days, Wednesday night tonight from 7 to 10, and next Wednesday from 7 to 10 is a 2-day event. 8 hours of compact, 8 hours of information. So more money, more hope that answered your question.
It did. Thank you. And I also can go to the church and say, do you have life insurance?
There you go. You just got to figure out how many churches can I go say that to? Like literally, church, pastor, I want to come up and talk. How many of your congregation, do y'all ask your people, do they got life insurance, pastor? So you start getting creative ways because that's what I do now, right? You start saying, this is what I do. So my job is to figure out how to go do that.
Right.
Or I pay somebody to go do that for me. And then I just take care of the clients.
That's right.
Are y'all with me? Think about it. What does I'm gonna give y'all one last example. Think National Life Group. Most of y'all have heard National Life Group, the insurance company, right? They could go run advertisements like State Farm, Allstate, and the rest of them, these companies, right? Or they could do what?
Get us to do it.
Pay an IMO who gets agents to go do that for them. And now they just service the clients. They say, we just make sure we got a good product and we can service the product, service the clients. We don't need to spend our time going out and trying to market the clients. Let me service the clients. That's their model. So what I'm telling you is they go out and buy leads, which is us. The difference is they don't pay for their leads until you bring them a client. When you go buy the leads, you're going to pay for the leads up front, whether you close the deal or not. But that's what they do. They say, we don't need to spend time with a marketing and advertising department. We let y'all go do that. So either way is a good way. Uncle Jock, you want to close this out? I saw your hand up, money. We out of time.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick question, right? If you had $500 to invest, right? Let's say you just got started, you got $500 to invest as a new agent. How would you put that $500 to work?
That's a really good loaded question. It would say, I would ask myself, who am I first, okay? If I had $500 to invest as a new agent,
Let me find out I'm stumping the chump.
You are, because it depends on what's my skill level, right? $500 to invest.
You want to do this, E? You want to do this? You want to make that the question for tomorrow when we come back?
That's the question for tomorrow when we come back. That's the question for tomorrow. That's a really good question. That's a really good question for tomorrow. And I'm gonna say definitely when we come back, because that can go multiple ways. But I'm gonna say it's going to depend on my skill level. So that's why I'm gonna bring it to you tomorrow, and I'm gonna have that different levels. I'm gonna show you what I would do if I'm a brand new, just getting started. If I'm maybe been in this game a little more seasoned in sales, not insurance, just sales. Right. Then if I'm a seasoned licensed insurance salesperson, I'm attacked that way. So I'm gonna come back to y'all tomorrow, and I'm gonna show y'all in detail.
And the reason that I asked that question, because I see a lot of agents, they join and they ready. They like, man, I need to get leads, or should I? And they really they get confused with that initial drop. And if you drop that 5 and it doesn't go to work, that's what happens. Most people quit.
Most people quit. That's why I said, Jock, it depends on where you are. So we're going. That's a great question, because if I'm brand new, Troy, back to you, sir, because I'm almost ready to go down the road. But it's a loaded question, but it's a great question, and y'all need to know this answer to this question, because you trying to build a team. Your team is fighting that same situation.
Yeah.
If you don't have the answer, you're gonna be hard to build a team.
Serious.
Hey, Eric.
Hold on, Stephen. You're gonna
all right.
We in rollover.
No, I wanted to respond to something that you said about the Facebook marketing.
You in the blocks,
Stephen? You got to go in the blocks. You ain't
you in the blocks,
bro.
You gonna be the first leg show enough. All right. Thank you again, experts. And you just got served another master class of the day. So with that being said, let's everybody come off mute, give everybody's coach another round of applause. He and his sidekicks today, Dr. Mark and Mo Money Mo, for making us some courageous conversations, as it was led off with Uncle Jock, man. I'm telling you right now, we got the conversation goes on and on and on and on. We thank each and every one of you, man, for bringing it every day. For like the nuggets that you share to help us grow our businesses. Well, family, that brings us to now what we call the transition to our Annie Willie inspired recap relay of the day. And this is where we get to reflect in 1 minute or less the best takeaway from today's masterclass. And then we'll be passing the baton on to our next business runner. And we already know we got man in the blocks, man running a business, man that knows how to overcome adversity, and go up against any challenges that come his way. So don't matter what team they put on the track, we know he knows how to run them down. And we talking about the man called money, Mr. Solar Controller himself. Let's get it.
What I've always wanted to say when you talking about the Facebook marketing, once you have your demographic that you want to reach out, the demographic and the people that you want to reach out, once you set your you set up your all that stuff together, you have to have an account with Facebook marketing, and then you'll have your budget. Once you have your budget set, once you think you take each month your day out of that budget, because it'll be set into that budget. So say if your budget is $300, and you say I want to spend $300 a month, then what they do each day, they take out $2 to $5, and then they'll send your ad 4 or 5 times a day. Then once your ad coming through, it follows through like that, and then whatever hit you get from the ad, it'll send back to you. That's what you say with your Facebook marketplace in there, and you had to set an account and all that stuff, and it'll be filtered like that.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about, money. That's what I'm talking about, money.
That's my GD.
That's how you start a leg right there, baby. We tell you come out the blocks. We put one of the best in the business up there on the line first. We know we gonna run you down. And with that being said, we got the man in the zone waiting to get that handoff, and he is none other than 𝗍cie 𝗰𝗵. Yeah, that name sounds like it's ready to smoke, don't it? 𝗍cie 𝗰𝗵.
Thank you, Mr. Troy. Your voice just wakes someone up. It's like, oh, we gotta go back to business. I like that. Thank you so much. I want to just to appreciate what Uncle Joe was saying about, recruiting, and then the whole bus is full of people who are, complaining and, not ready. Things are not working well. They are broke. It's so hard to keep up going. So I think that did sit very well with me. And I also appreciate Mr. Eric. I think him and 𝗍𝗶𝗸𝗀𝗍𝗍, our late coach, he about the 𝗍𝗍. After they told me to stay focused, I did the same because, as I said, I have a community leadership. When the 𝗍𝗍 wiped up, a lot of people were going to these managers trying to find out, help me to remove my money. And then I'm like, wow, I thank God my office was not into all this. Otherwise, people couldn't even believe my experience, our business that I'm trying to build. So thank you so much. Like that, just to appreciate. Thanks so much.
All right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Didn't I tell you the man knows how to smoke it in on time? On time. He beats the clock every time. And Mr. Mukanga, thank you for bringing it into the zone, sir. And now we get to pass the baton on to somebody that's not only running like nobody's business, but he knows how to mentor somebody to bring them up in the business as well. Obviously, you see the next generation ready to run too. We got the junior division on the line, none other than Mr. 𝗍𝗶𝗷𝗀𝗍𝗍 and his mentee.
Man, when Troy introduced you, you know you're about to speak in front of hundreds of thousands. So I really do appreciate that, man. I'm gonna have to watch the replay. I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and watch the replay because at 9 o'clock I had a call from my lead system. I just wanted to reemphasize it from my lead system. In between now and then, I already got her in underwriting. I'm gonna make about $800 on that. I'm just trying to prove a point, guys. Like, we got to be able to talk to enough people. I hear a lot of people saying, "Well, I'm not making any money." If you're not talking to enough people, you won't. And outside of the investment, you're still doing your free lead stuff, that social media and stuff like that. So that'll even subsidize and pay for even more the investment part you got to put in. I'm telling you guys, it's worth the investment to invest in yourself. That's who you really invest in. You're investing in yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You just saw the third leg of USA Team Elite. You know you got to go to the trials before you can get to the Olympics, and we put the best runners on the track. But wait a minute, let me tell you right now. Wait a minute, get ready, because it ain't over yet. It is now time. I'm giving it back to you, y'all. Y'all about to see a smoking finish right now. This lady has been the phenomenal note taker. She is AI personified. She's been tweaked, and now she is ready to bring it home. She is our international recap specialist that captures it all. We're talking about none other than Miss Rita.
Thank you, Troy. Grand Rising, everyone. Y'all bear with me. I'm a little rusty, but here we go. Okay. It's amazing how the company keep adding stuff. It keeps getting gooder and gooder. The nuggets from the Zoom last night, from the lead Zoom. The leads are exclusive. They are not available for the entire company. It's a pilot right now. If it works, it will be rolled out to everyone in January. The leads are exclusive, which means they are directly to you. They are allowing you to buy the leads. They are training you on calling the leads, and they are also giving you scripts and objections. It's second level information. If you want a long-lasting business, longevity, leave a legacy, you may want to look into it. You have to do the training before you buy the leads. It's a structured system. They help you with the calls on Zoom from the first phone call to the application. You will be trained on how to build a relationship and close calls in one setting. It's a cost. When you say it's a cost, your mind says, I have to depart with money I don't have. Don't think, what if? The question is Is what you've been doing getting you results, the results you want? There's a big difference in spending and investment. Expect money, make an investment. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Come back, ready to reset. Congratulations to Charlotte Jeffries on getting her health license. If you don't have a wide base of people to talk to, at least 100 people a month, you might want to consider leads. You have to do your part. You have to make the phone calls. The resistance comes from inside. We don't believe in ourselves. Your accountability partner needs to be someone that's going to kick your butt, not your best friend, not your favorite agent. You can also write off the buying of leads in your business. Q&A. If I need to get the answers, today is the day. Questions on building your business, ask your questions from team building, family fun, and business. So we had 2 questions. The first, Dr. Mark. He said there were so many stories of people losing their job on Facebook. He wanted to reach out to them on social media. How do you creatively reach out to them? The example was the girl that lost her job from Burger King. Answer, commended for helping improve the job market. Make yourself a resource at the unemployment office. You may be able to get grant funding also. The girl from Burger King, entrepreneurship is a mindset. You're going to have to be able to reach her mentally. You can't let them take you out of the game. Come to Inside the Studio training tonight. They will teach you how to become that social media influence. Turn your Facebook into a professional account. Get a Facebook business. You can run your own ads. You have to be willing to invest in your business. Videos are more attractive. You can use Canva or Google Videos. You can get your own leads, but you have to invest the money. Know who to target. What category of people do you want to target with your ad? When building your business, entrepreneurship is a greed-based business, not a need-based business. The ones that succeed is okay with getting more. Build a business with people greedy, not needy. Top leaders were already sharp when they got started. Target the people with the entrepreneur mindset, people already making 6 figures. Be careful prospecting people that are struggling. It will wear you out. Identify people with transferable skills, some talent that you can tap into. It's okay to get someone in a struggle, not someone that is the struggle. Question number 2 from Monique. Do you recommend a specific niche or stay broad? And the answer was with the question, is the market you are focusing on big enough to accomplish the goal? And is there a need? How do you get the people? You don't have to go get more people. Make yourself more findable for the people to find you. People get stuck with, I know what I want. And then when they figure it out, they get stuck with, don't have no people and nobody. If you go apply the 5 words, you will have as many leads as you want. If you're not willing to do it for yourself, you can pay someone to do it for you. Go to the 120 agency plan and register for Inside the Studio. It starts tonight. The National Life Company, they can choose to advertise or they can pay an IMO to get agents to do it. They buy leads, which is us. Either way is a good way, buying leads or getting your leads yourself. The question for tomorrow is, if you had $500 to invest as a new agent, how would you put it to work? And also I want to say, don't just take the recap. Don't just listen to what I had to say because I might have missed something. So you can go back and you can listen to the recap on Pass the Ball, you can go to Uncle Jock's YouTube channel. And to get the training for today, you can go to Everybody's Coach, Erik Robinson. And also remember to share this call with your teammates that did not make it today. All right, that's it, and that's all.
Ms. Rita, Rusty where? Like, stop playing. Don't do that to us. You just came back. You came back. Y'all remember the Bionic Woman? Better than she was before. Stronger than she was before. Like, you just Bionic Woman that joint. Great job, Ms. Rita.
Thank you.
She's
We missed you. Put it that way. That's my way of saying I missed you.
Thank you.
And 3. And that's how we do it when we got Miss Rita making it happen. Everybody, come on, let's once again say, welcome back, Miss Rita.
Welcome back, Miss Rita.
Back, Miss Rita.
Welcome back.
Welcome, Miss Rita.
Yay.
Miss Rita.
All right. Now,
Welcome back, Miss Rita.
Come on. All right. With that being said, we to virtually thank each and every one of you for participating this morning and making this one fantastic Good Morning Expert show with the biggest and baddest CEOs on the planet. I'm here to tell you. With that being said, everybody knows what they got to do now. And now that you have your marching orders, before I give it back to Coach Erik for those amazing announcements to help you to continue to grow your business, let me say that and ask the question, what's next?
Drill it till you kill
it.
That's it, folks. Drill it till you kill it. That's it. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration. And I'm now going to pass it back to Coach Erik as I sign off from Good Morning Experts. Coach Erik, back to you.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm supposed to be in the class, but I'm going to give y'all one last bonus. We're going to end the show tonight inside the studio. We got the BTO tonight at 7. Inside the studio starts at 7:30, but tell you to be there at 7. You registered, come to the BTO, then we're going to roll right into inside the studio. So get your guests on the BTO tonight at 7 p.m. Frank DeLeo has his mindset training right to this. If you stick around for about 5 minutes, I'm going to show y'all, I logged into my other account, so I'm going to show y'all how to do the Facebook ads really quickly, and so you can get an idea. But that's going to be 5 minutes after the call ends. It's going to happen right after the call ends, but it would be 5 minutes. So with that being said, DJ, take us home, close this out. All right, DJ's on break. So DJ's on break. So with that being said, I'm going to give y'all
such and such.
real
memory. Don't y'all hear it?
Can I say something right quick for y'all? I don't even know if y'all are out or going.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets.
They turned down the volume. They're going to turn it back up. I know it's coming.
I want to say,
come on now.
I want to tell everybody something.
You better
Y'all
say
hear me?
before they turn the volume back up.
Okay, so
Hold on a second. Don't get you.
Green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody.
Okay.
DJ mess up.
We don't need no music.
DJ.
No music. We don't need no music.
The world.
Baseball.
Okay, y'all. Okay.
Erik don't even have a clue.
Okay, listen. So EOS just called me. So I was on a call with them, and they're gonna set you up